95% of sports bettors lose money. That's not a guess, that's a fact. What if I told you that you can be part of that 5% who wins? You can call me Spike. I've made over $200,000 on PrizePicks alone. And no, I'm not here to sell you any picks or courses. I'm here to teach you how to beat PrizePicks using math for free. Because I'm sick of seeing fake gurus profit off people who just want to win. It's always us against the sportsbooks. So let's change the game, literally. As you can see, I'm limited to $5 on PrizePicks. This is what happens when you win long term. Most people lose because they think betting is guessing. It's not, it's data, it's math. Every pick you have has this thing called implied probability. It's basically saying what you need to hit to break even. On PrizePicks, they make it look simple. Either higher or lower, yes or no. But under the hood, each pick has a hidden percentage chance of winning baked into it. For example, a 2-man power play slip on PrizePicks pays 3 times if you hit both of them. That sounds great, but here's what it actually means. The break-even point is about 57.63%. In simple terms, if you ran that same 2-pick slip 100 times, you need to win at least 58% of them just to not lose money. Now, the most profitable slips are the 5-man flex and the 6-man flex because of their break-even probability being at 54%. I hate to break it to you guys, but here's why you can't be profitable long-term doing a 2-pick slip. PrizePicks algorithm is smarter than you. Let's be real. Imagine this. Let's say LeBron averages 27 points a game, so logically you think that they set his line at 27, right? But they won't. They'll list it at 28.5, just a little high enough to push the odds against you. Now you're not betting if LeBron hits his average, you're betting if he beats it. That tiny difference, the 1 or 2 points, completely flips the probability in their favor. PrizePicks algorithm adjusts their lines using real-time betting data, and they know when they have an edge on you. And this happens all the time as people place bets, sportsbooks and DFS platforms collect data, and they move lines in real time. The more action they see on one side, the more they shift it to balance the books. So by the time people lock in their picks, the edge is already gone. So that's why speed matters. But that's not to say sportsbooks are perfect. This is exactly how you exploit them. First, let's take a look at what a non-profitable sports bet looks like. We're going to be using the strategy called line comparison or line shopping to find value. And what this basically means is imagine you're shopping for shoes. If one store sells the same pair for $80 and another sells it for $60, you'd buy the cheaper one, right? It's the same thing in betting. Today, we're going to be comparing FanDuel and PrizePicks. Alright, let's look at this real life example on Jaylen Warren. His longest rush set is at 12.5 yards on PrizePicks. Now if we go on FanDuel, the over is -126 and the under is -102. Now you might look at it and think, oh, that's better than -119, that's an easy auto lock. Nope, you gotta account for the VIG, which is juice, which is the hidden tax sportsbooks add to make sure that they profit long term. So to find the true probability, you have to strip that VIG using a no VIG calculator. You can use one on CrashOutBets.com, it's free and it shows you the fair odds, not inflated ones that the book shows. So when you plug both of those numbers into the no VIG calculator, you'll see the true probability. The over comes out to around 52% and the under is even worse at 47%. And now that's the trap most people don't see. Neither side is actually profitable long term. Just because a line looks like it's better than -119 doesn't mean that it's an edge. Both sides are priced to lose over time. That's why you have to be careful. The over and the unders aren't built equally. One side is always slightly worse than it looks. That's how PrizePicks and sportsbooks make their money. Okay, now let's look at a profitable slip. Remember, on PrizePicks, the 5-pick flex or the 6-pick flex are the best ones to play mathematically. The goal here isn't just to throw in random overs and unders. We're looking for lines that are mispriced compared to all the other sportsbooks. For this instance, we'll be using BetMGM. We're building a 5-flex slip on PrizePicks, which means each pick needs to be better than about -119 odds, or roughly 54.34% to be profitable. Now check this out. Aaron Rodgers' passing touchdown line is set at 1.5 over-under on PrizePicks. And now let's go on BetMGM. His over is priced at -140 and his under is +105. You might think, look, hey, it's easy, -140, that's a lock. But here's where you gotta slow down. Remember that there's VIG or juice baked into the odds. This is their built-in tax. To see their true probability, you have to drop both numbers into a no VIG calculator. Go ahead and go on CrashOutBets. Once you do, you'll see the fair odds for the over come out to closer to -120, which has a higher implied probability of our break-even point, which was at -119. This means that this is a positive EV play. It has a real mathematical edge. So instead of guessing or going with your gut, you're using market data and math to find the value the same way real professional sports bettors do. This is actually how you beat PrizePicks. So once you find one of these positive EV spots, you can just rinse and repeat this for 4 more times, and then you have a 5-pick flex pick. That's a profitable slip. But like I said before, speed matters. PrizePicks moves very fast. In fact, by the time I recorded this new clip, they already adjusted the Aaron Rodgers line. They took away the 1.5 passing TD slip and moved it to a 2.5 demon slip, completely killing that edge. That's exactly why you need CrashOutBets. We got built-in hyperlinks. All you need to do is just click and it automatically loads the slip straight into your pick entry. And the best part, you don't need to do any of the math. You don't need a no-vid calculator. We do all the math for you. So all you have to do is click. With that being said, now you know how to beat PrizePicks. Stop making random or silly plays just because they feel right. Play smart, not lucky.